What's going on, y'all? Listen, for any of you guys out there that are going through a breakup right now, whether you going, you and your girl, y'all going through a breakup, you and your wife is separating, or you're going through a divorce, or whatever the case may be, it's tough. But just remember this: at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, don't stick around and stay in any situation where you're not appreciated. That, in my opinion, is the bare minimum, is that you are at least appreciated. If you're not appreciated in the situation that you're in, then you got to ask yourself, why are you there? Why are you there? And if you cannot come up with a good enough reason for you, a lot of people will tell you, man, you're not appreciated. Just get up out that situation and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff like that. Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do in your situation. I'm just trying to get you to take a good look at your situation and make a fair assessment and say, hey, is me being here under these conditions hurting me or helping me? This is what's very important. Is your situation hurting you or is it helping? Look, guys, I get it. From time to time, you got to do what you got to do. Been there, done that. But are you coming out ahead of the game or are you coming out behind? Which one is it? If you sit down and you fairly assess your situation, right? Openly and honestly, you assess your situation that you're in, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a business that you're running, whether it be your job, your career, whatever it is, do a fair assessment. And if you're not coming out ahead of the game, then what are you there for? You got to ask yourself that. If you're not coming out ahead, listen, either your situation is adding to you or it's taken away from you. Which one is it doing? And be honest with yourself about it. If it's taken away, then why are you there? Get up out of there. And this is why a lot of us men end up broke, busted, and disgusted, because we're so emotionally attached to someone or to something that we stay until it just totally breaks us. Now listen, as men, we're going to go through things. We're going to go through ups and downs and good times and bad times and lefts and rights and, whatever. We're going to go through a lot of things. And some things as a man, you just got to, hey, it is what it is. You take that L, keep on moving. You got to eat that. This is a part of life. But guys, how much can you eat before you get full? A lot of the stuff, guys, that you're choosing to eat, you're eating it for no reason. At least let it be a reason. You understand what I'm saying? At least let there be some type of advantage to why it is that you're doing what you're doing. At least it's kind of like you got a job. God, I've been at my job forever. Do I just outright love my job? Absolutely not. I'm not going to say I dread going there every day, but is it what I absolutely love and absolutely want to do? Absolutely not. But guess what? I ain't never had a problem with my paycheck. Like, they've never underpaid me. They've never made a mistake. They never missed a day of my pay. And I'm there to make money. My job doesn't treat me disrespectfully. They don't care about me. I'm just a number. I'm an employee ID number. At the end of the day, that's all I am to them. But you know what? At the end of the day, all they are for me is a paycheck. So a lot of people be like, oh, I don't like coming to this job. They don't care about us and blah. I don't need them to care about me. I need them to pay me. That's the only reason I'm there. I need them to pay me. Now, do I work under rough conditions? Yes. You know what I'm saying? I work outdoors in the weather. I deal with the rough days. I deal with the rain, sleet, hail, snow. Y'all know how that goes. Y'all probably know what I do right now. Once y'all throw that out there, 108 degree heat index, -7 degree, wind chill factor and all that kind of stuff. I deal with it. I don't complain about, oh, I do it. Why? Because I know when I get my paycheck, then they've done what I needed them to do. And all that is pay me for the amount of time that I'm on that clock, period. So guys, look at your situation and are you gaining from it? If you're not gaining from the situation and you're losing, then what are you doing? It's not making sense. Listen, there are plenty of guys out there that are in situations that they really kind of don't really want to be in. And I'm not suggesting that you do that. I'm not saying stay in a situation that you don't want to be in and all this kind of stuff. I'm simply trying to help you assess your situation. Stop putting so much time and energy and resources and all of that into something that you're not getting anything back. Listen, it takes a lot, especially when it comes to relationships. Now, jobs, I know plenty of guys that, but I know plenty of guys that'll be in a relationship and they're not getting anything out of it. Not getting anything. I'm like, yo, why are you still there? You want to sit and complain about the condition of your relationship day in and day out, but you're not doing anything about it. Guys, that leads to just a slow and just like, I can't even think of the word, just a slow death. It just leads to a slow. Yeah, guys, we got to do better. You got to emotionally detach from what no longer serves you. It's what we have to do. Stop staying. Why are you staying? Listen, if you're in a relationship and that relationship is not working out, do everything you can do to try to work on yourself. Get uncomfortable now. Stop being afraid of what might happen in the future. What's the point in staying in something that you know is trash rather than giving yourself the opportunity at something better? I'm not saying I'm not going to say, relationship wise, you're going to find somebody better, but think about it. Somebody that's treating you like trash right now, being by yourself is being better. You understand what I'm saying? Being by yourself is better than. Why would you want to sit in a relationship where you're being treated like trash rather than be by yourself? Some of y'all are so afraid of being alone that you would rather sit in a situation to where you're being treated like trash. What sense does that make? Oh, because you're emotionally attached. Okay, what are you getting out of the emotional attachment? The emotional attachment is the root of your suffering. It's the root of it, because you can't walk away from somebody that's treating you bad. Assess the situation, man. And if the situation ain't working for you, if the situation is not in your favor, if the situation is not adding to your progress as a man, leave it alone, because all it is doing is tearing you down. The longer you stay in a situation that does not serve you, the more your manhood is being broken down. The more your masculinity is being broken down. And it's you're choosing to be in that situation. For what? You're not getting anything out of it. Assess your situation. Think about it. Look, come on, for real. Look, man, life is short. Life is very short. Let me tell you something. I was just having this conversation with somebody at work, and I was like, I in no way, shape, or form ever thought, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, that I would be, I'm in my 50s. I'm 50, right? At the time of this record, I'm 50. So I could not, like, the furthest I could think was like maybe 5 years ahead. Oh man, when I was 20, I was like, man, when I was 25, what? Man, them years go by so fast. The years go by so fast. Listen, you don't have time to be wasting. You waste your time, you're going to turn back and look and be like, yo, I wasted time doing this. I wasted time doing that. I wasted time doing this. Okay, fine. Sometimes you don't know no better. When you know better, you do better. So now do better. But the worst thing you could do is sit in situations that no longer serve you, because it will leave you broke, busted, and disgusted. And that's not how you want to be. I'm telling you, stop being scared. If you got to get out there and be alone for a while, be alone. Let me tell you something. I become the greatest when I'm alone, when I isolate, when I'm by myself, because I don't have any distractions. That's when you build yourself up. When you have no it's easy to get distracted. Guys, listen to me. You do not want to sit around and be broke, busted, and disgusted behind a bad relationship, behind a terrible job, holding on to a business that is tanking. Let it go. Assess your situation. If it's not adding to you, it's taken away from you. Y'all get what I'm saying? Assess your situation. If you're not coming out ahead from being in that situation, if you're not getting anything out of it, and I'm not saying that you should just be, a person who is opportunistic and you use people for, you know what I'm saying, for their resources and you drain people and all of that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying look at yourself. Is someone draining you? Is something draining you? If it is, you got to let it go.